Hey guys! Regardless of if you celebrate Valentine's Day or not, I think we can all appreciate what this holiday is really about, and that's candy. So I hope you enjoy this candy heart inspired look I made for you guys. Let's get started. I'm starting off by laying down my base using a very pale full coverage foundation. Then I'm taking white grease paint and highlighting the high points of my face. I lighten the general tone of my face, but I keep it concentrated on the high points. Then I'm taking a matte white eyeshadow and setting those highlighted areas. Once that's done, I'm just setting the rest of my face with a translucent powder. And I'm setting it all in place with a sealing spray. Once the spray dried, I mixed some blue and white face paint together to create the hearts on my cheeks. Using a matte pink eyeshadow on a fluffy brush, I made a sort of halo around the hearts. The pink went over the edges of the heart, so I went back and fixed it with a little more face paint, just to make the edges a little crisper and neater. Now with a pale turquoise eyeshadow, I'm applying it under my eyes and around my temples. With that same pink from before, I'm contouring my nose and my forehead. Then using a lilac eyeshadow, I'm contouring the tip of my nose. I started with a big fluffy brush for general contouring, then took a tiny little pencil brush to create a new rounded shape for my nose. It'll seem like you have a little button nose. I also contoured under my lip and around my chin. Then I'm applying some pale yellow powder over my eyebrows up to my temples. I'm also applying it where I'd normally apply highlighter, so on the high points of my face and on the inner corners of my eyes. Then I'm further contouring my chin with some pink. And I'm creating shadows around my mouth with the lilac and the pink. I'm also further contouring my nose, but this time around my nostrils. Then I'm taking the lilac eyeshadow on an angled brush and drawing in some new funky eyebrows. I'm also creating a shadow in the inner corners of my eyes using the pink. Now it's time to line my waterline with a white pencil. I want my eyes to look really big and exaggerated, so I'm taking the white under my lower lash line as well. Then I'm setting it all with some white eyeshadow. Then I applied the pale yellow powder all over my eyelids and also applied some pink eyeshadow on the outer corners. I also strengthened the contour around my temples. And now going on to some fun stuff, I'm moving on to freckles. I concentrated them in areas where people would naturally get freckles, but I also applied them in unconventional areas like the inner part of my eyebrows and my temples. Then I went in and made some more yellow freckles too. And now for some glitter freckles! I'm using a glitter paste and applying it in various spots all over my face to simulate freckles, like my cupid's bow, my cheekbones, my nose, and my chin. Then to add some more glittery goodness to that, I'm applying some holographic glitter on top of it. This paste that I use is great on its own or as a base for more glitter, which is always a good idea. Now with a pink liquid liner, I have to write some messages in my candy hearts. When writing text in a mirror, make sure you have some text that you've mirrored beforehand that you can use as a reference. It's a lot easier than it seems. Just follow the reference and you'll be fine. Then with some yellow liquid liner, I'm outlining my little candy hearts. And then with a tiny little pencil brush, I'm intensifying the pink shadow around the edges of the hearts. And once that's done, I'm drawing little teeny tiny hearts above and below the candy hearts, using the yellow liquid liner. Then using the light blue face paint, I'm giving myself even more freckles. And I'm using the turquoise shadow to contour my nostrils and the bridge of my nose even further. Then with a black liquid liner, I start my crazy eyeliner. I created a new lower lash line below all the white I applied before, and I'm drawing my cat eye shape above my crease instead of on my lash line. This just gives the eye a really interesting new shape. Then I'm defining my brows a bit more with a purple liquid liner. Now for the lips, I'm using a cool-toned mauve-y sort of lilac for the base. Then I'm applying a bright pink right at the center of the lips and on the outer corners, and blending it out so there's a nice fade. I'm blending it with the help of my fingers and a lip brush. Then I'm taking a really bright purple and applying it right at the very center of my lips. And I'm shading even further around my mouth using the tiniest little pencil brush and the pink and lilac eyeshadows. Then I'm deepening that even further with some bright pink eyeshadows, especially around my cupid's bow and the outer corners of my mouth. I'm also taking it right under my bottom lip. Then I'm creating some highlights using the yellow liquid liner. I'm using it along the top and bottom edges of my lips. And now it's lash time! I applied mascara only to my top lashes and proceeded to glue down my top and bottom lashes. Then back with a black eyeliner, I just wanted to even out my lash line, and created a sort of double liner effect with the yellow liner, but only in the inner corners. To make the white under my eyes even whiter, I applied some white liquid liner. If you get some on your own bottom lashes, which you probably will, just clean it up with a Q-tip. The liner created a harsh edge on the inner corner, so I went in and blended it out using the white pencil and white eyeshadow. Now for some more glitter goodness, I'm taking that glitter paste and applying it all over my neck. It helps to spread the paste with slightly wet fingers to get an even coverage. Then I'm doing the same as before and packing on some holographic glitter on top of it. Then using the light blue face paint, I'm creating a gradient starting at my jawline. Then I added some additional glitter here and there, and that's it. The look is done. You can switch it up by wearing a wig, or not, you don't have to. I kinda prefer my own hair for this anyway. And now you're free to eat as much candy as your heart desires.
So a lot of you guys ask me how I take off my makeup, especially stuff like this that's full of glitter and face paint and grease paint and all that good stuff. And I actually made a video showing you how I took off this makeup. So if you want to check that out, then click here on my face. And that's it. I really hope you liked it, and thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye!